Let's quickly look at the guitar solo, really short guitar solo on Anna by Steve Lukather. And of course, everything he does is built around chord tones. So he's outlining the notes on the chord that he's playing on top of, and that's why it sounds so good. Of course, he's got his phrasing, his tone, his touch, all those sorts of things, but he's always aiming for chord tones, likely because his ear was so well developed as a teenager even. Okay, distorted sound, super distorted sound. We're in the key of C minor. Let's have a look at the first few chords. Okay, as I said, they've modulated to C minor for the guitar solo. Now, you're probably going to be thinking one of two things. Is it a natural minor, Aeolian mode, or is it a Dorian sound? Okay, and this one is a Dorian. Why? Well, let's look at the chords to figure that out. Okay, there are the chords there. C minor, E flat major, B flat major, and an F on A. That's really telling you we are in the key of B flat, but we're starting on a C, hence it's the Dorian sound. Why is that important? Well, C minor pentatonic, of course, but if you're going to play anything outside of it, it's likely going to be the Dorian mode. In fact, it is going to be the Dorian mode. All right, let's look at the first line he's got there. Okay, again, I'm breaking this down in a theoretical perspective. So take it for what it is. You know, no one's going to sit there and actually think that his ears would be leading him, okay? But it's always great to break it down. I'm going to put the notes of the chord on screen, and then I'm going to talk about the notes he's playing, just so you can see that we're talking about chord tones. Again, a chord tone is when the note you're playing of the solo is in the chord that's been played underneath you by the keyboards or outlining by the bass or whatever. Okay, and this is where the magic is. Steve Lukather, he's one of those guys, he understands it, his ear understands it, and he brings in his touch and his tone and his phrasing and all that kind of stuff, which is, makes it magical. But it really is all about hitting the right notes at the right time. Okay, so he comes in just before the C minor. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So leading in, he's going up that C Dorian, starting on the B flat, right? And on that 1, lands on the 1 is an E flat. Look at the chord. E flat is the third of the C minor. Beautiful. Third is always a money note. It's just a great sound, particularly on a major chord, but on a minor chord as well. It's just a great note to hit. So he starts with that, okay? Okay, and then he comes down to the B flat. When he hits that B flat, we've gone to an E flat chord. E flat has a B flat in it. It's the 5th. So again, he's outlining a chord tone. So as the chords are moving underneath, his solo is targeting notes with chord tones that just belong. So this is part of why it sounds so good. Okay, then when they go to the 3rd chord, which is B flat, he's already playing a B flat, so he plays again, dips in with a bar. Okay, B flat again, C, C, D, okay? Okay, now he's hit the B flat, which is the 3rd on B flat, but you're just moving to the F on A, where D isn't in that, but again, you don't have to stay on a chord tone. So he was on the D as they left the B flat to go down to the F, sitting on an A bass note, okay? Same thing again. Exactly the same thing, exactly the same chords underneath. So it's a great little repeat of the melody there. Okay, then he's... Okay, this one is slightly different. They've modulated back to F because they're leading into the chorus. Compositionally, Toto do amazing things. So he's kind of coming down. The bass line is an E, D, C, B flat. And you could kind of do a... Okay, that's the F going into the chorus. Okay, so Steve Lukather now has to change his scale. He was in C Dorian because that's what was being played over. Now it's that moving chord sequence that's gone to the key of F, leading you back to the chorus. And the notes he chooses to play. All right. So he chooses to stay on a C all the way throughout that chord sequence. Now, C is the fifth degree of F, so maybe that's one of the reasons it sounds so good, because the fifth is that goes back to the F so nicely. But anyway, quick breakdown of Anna by Steve Lukather. Chord Tone City, beautiful little phrasing, tiny little nuances in there. Try and learn it. Good luck. See you next time.